So CellARide started 13 years ago, completely different than what we do today. We started it using text messages to streamline car shopping was really the tagline. We were one of the first to be that text marketing product within the automotive space. Fast forward a few years and things evolved. Pandemic happened. We were working on some other projects and we had a product in the recall communication space. So vehicle recalls, which has led to what we're doing today. Everything recalls is really what we have focused on over the last, call it 5 years. Our mission is roadway safety when it comes to vehicle recalls. And so that would be number one. Number two would be innovation. The automotive space is getting much better at innovation. But 13 years ago when we started, I would have to say that it wasn't very good at that. But I would say nowadays, a lot of our partners look to us for that innovation. I knew enough about text marketing in particular that I knew that there was a lot of opportunity there. It's how I want to be communicated with. And just FYI, I'm 45, almost 46 years old. And so I'm in that weird, they call it a subgeneration called Zennial. You grew up in an analog world, but you're very digitally inclined. Coming at this from that perspective, we didn't want to use the craziest, newest technologies, but we also knew that the old way wasn't working. And so finding that happy medium was in text. When you talk about text versus email versus other methods, obviously text wins out 99% of the time, and it fits within a number of different generations. Before they passed on, my grandparents were using text. My parents use it significantly. I use it. My kids, obviously, they use text quite frequently. And so, it's one of those things where I think our biggest win is the fact that we can not only prove out that people will use the product, but also showing that ROI message, showing that the way that we implement it, right? So through a safety messaging campaign, we can still show an ROI, even though our mission is around roadway safety. We have a number of automaker clients that are utilizing our platform to help them message their recalls to people. And then we go to the dealerships. They're partnering with us, not only to bring in new customers and make a buck or two, but they're also really interested in that roadway safety messaging that we believe in wholeheartedly from a mission perspective. So I think the biggest win for us is not just the ROI side of it, but it's more the ROI and the fact that we're making a difference on the roadway. We've seen as high as 30x ROIs. In certain cases, we've seen an upwards of, I want to say 27% increase in recall completion rates across an entire national program. 27% recall completion rate is unheard of in the way that we do it. Typically it's about 5 to 10%. And so that's huge. And then when it comes to that 30x ROI, cut it in half and you still have better ROI than most people see. And now we have hundreds of dealerships utilizing the platform and they're seeing those successes day in and day out. So it's really good. So our customers vary from major national marketing groups to the automakers, to the dealers, and everyone in between. And so we're a little unique because we are a safety messaging campaign. We do not market through our campaigns. We are specific about that. There is no marketing message. There's no upselling message. It's literally, you've got a recall, you need to go here to get it repaired, and that's it. You could actually look at it as saying that people have died because of recalls on vehicles, and if they don't get that message, there's a potential that somebody could be harmed or worse. And it is serious. We don't take that lightly, and we make sure that we convey that not only to our partners, but also to the carriers. It takes everybody to make sure that we're jumping through all those hoops. We were introduced to bandwidth a little over a year ago. And so you can imagine how great it's been that we have someone to lean on when we don't have all the answers. Leaning on the right people, doing our part in making sure everybody understands that what we are doing within the messaging space is for good. It's not to inundate anybody. It's not to spam anybody. It's not to, cause any waves within the industry other than to help increase recall completion rates. And so I think if we all everybody has that mentality of let's all focus on our goal. It's the right goal. It's the right thing to do. If we do that, I think we'll all come out of this much better in the long run.